Hi there! What better way to talk about Brewed than to celebrate a trip down memory lane? And that means starting where things all began. Nick Bowe's here at Vent River. Thanks for having us out.
Yeah, thanks for coming back.
Can you believe it's been 8 years?
It's been a fast 8 years.
100 episodes. That's hard to get my mind around.
Yeah, it's pretty unbelievable, everything that has happened in the last 8 years.
And you were there at the very first episode, right?
I was behind the scenes helping out. They were interviewing Tim Koster, who was one of the original founders of Vent River back in the late 90s.
And we talked about this very beer that we're drinking, right?
Absolutely. This is our Mississippi Blonde, which is still one of the brewers' favorite beers that we brew today, that we've been brewing basically since the very beginning.
That is so crazy. As you've watched Brewed expand over the years, what do you think it's done to the brewing community here in the Quad Cities?
You know, I think it's really shined a spotlight on the guys behind the scenes that are doing all the hard work and the sanitizing and, the cleaning tanks to get from, when the grain shows up to the beer coming out of the faucet that we all get to enjoy.
So over 100 episodes, you guys are a favorite of Brewed, and why not? The beer here is amazing. You guys have a great crew here, but you spent a lot of time with Dave Lavora. Do you have a favorite moment with him?
Yeah, I think when we took the ride out to Geneseo with the Wake guys and the Radical guys, just some of the behind-the-scenes chit-chat on a 40-minute ride after we'd all had a couple of beers was extremely entertaining.
Nothing you can share here, though, right?
No.
That's good. It was such a great beginning of Brewed. There's also a lot of great middle episodes as well. You had to come out to Green Tree when you talk about Brewed's history, walking down memory lane. Talk about how long you've been in the industry versus Brewed.
I've been in the industry for 9 years now. Brewed's been in it for 8, so I actually remember them coming down to, I believe it was the second episode to do with Steve Zeidema at Front Street, and it was a little bit of a different cast at that point that came down, but we've gotten to know him for a long time, and then Dave and Mary are good friends of ours, and we enjoy it.
What does it mean to you to kind of grow up in your career along with this TV show?
I think it's awesome. I mean, Brewed, it does nothing but support positive outlook for the craft brew industry, and they've done it with every brewery in the area, and it does nothing but support us. And it's fun to also get to talk on camera and
drink beer on camera?
Drink beer on camera, so yeah, it's great.
So you've been in a lot of Brewed episodes, but I heard a rumor that your partner holds a record.
He does. I don't know exactly what the record is, but
Hello, Miss Lady.
Including this one now?
Yeah.
Okay, so before the next 100 episodes come, do you have a favorite Brewed moment?
The favorite Brewed moment is probably when Kurt gets on camera and just starts talking. You never know what's going to come out of his mouth, but he'll talk anything from his hops dealer to you never know what he's going to say. So
you can't just go to your local dealer and buy hops.
It was a genuine laughing at myself moment, and I cracked my own self up, and it was just funny.
Okay, so we were joking about how if something ever happened to Dave where he couldn't do this show anymore, you've been on it so much, you might as well just take over, right?
I mean, I'm pretty familiar with it. I probably could, but Dave's pretty good, and I hope he doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, we're saying this. We're not coming for Dave's job. Neither one of us is coming for Dave's job.
Absolutely not. I could not do that.
Well, cheers to 100. Is there anything you would love to see or you want people to know before the next 100?
I just keep drinking craft beer, and we'll keep finding spots. I send Mary lots of spots to go check out.
Well, one of those spots is the newest brewery in the Quad Cities. All right, we've still got a lot of episode left, but we're getting toward the end of our tour of Brewed breweries. And this end is actually a really exciting beginning, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm joined here by Sal Castaneda at the Granary in Eldridge. This is the Quad Cities' newest brewery.
Yes.
How long have you guys been here?
We opened in May of 2022, so about 7 months.
And you guys have already managed to squeeze in an episode of Brewed.
Yes, we did, right at the beginning. Right
Okay.
before we opened, actually.
So talk to people about what you guys offer out here.
All right, so we're a combination of many things. We do coffee, craft coffee. We do breakfast sandwiches, some lunch sandwiches, and we also do beer.
Including these lovely tanks here behind us, right?
Yep. So I have a 1-barrel brewing system with some unit tanks, and they have jackets on them for cooling them and fermenting the beer.
So exciting. And how many different kind of beers do you guys offer here?
So I usually only offer a little bit of beer at a time. Doing coffee and beers, had to pick one, and we chose coffee first before the beer. But the goal here in 2023 is for me to brew more often.
So now we're out here in the beautiful front space of your establishment. You guys have done a great job out here.
Yes, you can thank my wife. She's the one that came up with the design of what this place was going to look like inside.
It's lovely, but I have to ask, you were a home brewer before this, right?
Yes, I it was my wife's idea for me to get into brewing. Somebody was selling all their home brewing equipment. She thought we could just buy it. One day I made beer and I'm like, oh, okay, it's not bad. And then from then on, I just started brewing more and more.
Throughout your journey, did you watch Brewed episodes?
Yes, so I did like watching Brewed and seeing all the new things coming up in the Quad Cities.
As a home brewer who then opened your own establishment, what does it mean to you to have a place like Brewed that's here to, lift up these stories?
Yeah, it's kind of cool because I used to watch it and now I'm actually a part of the story of Brewed.
I love that. And when we talk about the story of Brewed, we cannot talk about this without mentioning Dave Lavora himself. So don't worry, he's going to be back on your screen right after this.
Oh, didn't see you there. Congrats on your 100th episode at Brewed TV. From your friends at Twinspan Brewing in Bendorf, Iowa. Cheers.
Hey Brewed team, hey Dave. Congrats on the 100th episode. It's been a long time coming. Can't believe you guys are doing it. Keep on going. Hopefully I'll see you in the future. Got a couple things going on in Milwaukee I'll have to tell you about. Maybe come visit. Cheers.
Congratulations, Dave, and all your crew for 100 episodes. We're looking forward to the next 100. Cheers.